damn it. Please. Son of a bitch. He's just a stupid bitch. Hydration check. Sounds like siblings. Or some of them are like, oh yeah, my sibling, and other ones are like, fucking hate her. Where's the mark there? Oh, I think that was supposed to be the mark. Hiccups. Oh yeah, that's a Savoy artist I randomly found on like music forums a long time ago. Well, I think I was looking for like a song the same musician has on one of the DDR games, I think. Unless I'm confusing them with someone else. One of those types who just like gives away a whole album for free occasionally. So I was like, okay, sure. I just have like my entire music library on shuffle. Turn that off. Okay, but I have like multiple albums by the same person, so. And if you like that, I'll be going for a little bit. forget to reattach that piece. Damn it. I think maybe I'll just paint the entire base of this part black. I think that would be good. Cut down on the amount of spider webs I have to paint. Painting spider webs is pretty fun, but looking at these awkward angles is difficult. I'll make it better. Yeah. Like you can go for symmetry, like sort of a dramatic pose, or if you're going for like a more casual pose, and it's like, what do I do with all these extra arms? Some can be holding something, some can be in pockets or on hips. It like has to sort of fit the character. Like all the hands stuffed in pockets of like a 6-pocket hoodie. Or a 3-pocket hoodie, depending on whether it's zip up or kangaroo pouch. Okay. Oh yeah, I said you're going for an elegant style. I think it is possible to make a character look elegant in a hoodie, or sort of like a cool elegant. But it can be a little too casual, depending on the style that you're going for. Paint bottles clog. sucked that pretty well, actually. Come on. And of course the claw got pushed back into place. Should last for a while at least. Hell yeah. Fan projects like that are really fun. Just Goncharov it into existence. Doing some arm stretches just because my hand and wrist started doing that thing where they start twinging really bad. Like right here. Is that carpal tunnel? Maybe it's carpal tunnel. Maybe I'm finally developing carpal tunnel. Yeah, you could do multiple things for that. It could be like a slice of life type thing. Or it's like each episode. Wait. Movie, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's a movie, it can't really be a slice of life. Well, I guess it could, but be like a story of teen Claus or something. Nick Claus. You could decide whether or not he goes to high school with like the other holiday beings or not. Someone has to put it up for full download by now. Oh, yeah. I don't exactly know how much income you got going on. being like a teen, so probably won't be able to just get stuff like soundtracks. And I can't in good conscience recommend pirating because they're like a smaller production, right? I think. Yeah, Saint Young Men. It's really funny. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I have seen a few episodes and read some of the manga. Such a funny series. It's my left hand for a bit, because I can trust it with tasks like this. Don't forget to occasionally do hand and wrist stretches if you draw or paint or knit or crochet or do anything involving small movements of arms and wrists and hands. Heck. Oh, okay. For some reason I interpreted it as like a young Saint Nick going to high school. But that makes sense. It's like there's so many kids on the naughty list. What is going on here? Just needs to get through to the stressed out youth of today. I try using my whole arm instead of my wrist like they teach you to in like art classes and stuff. Even though I've like never properly listened to that advice until my arm starts hurting. You're supposed to like train your whole arm for it, not just your wrist and hands. Like instead of just doing this, it's supposed to be like full arm movements. Specifically to cut down on wrist stress injuries. But like no one does that. Mom. Oh hey, Ruby Ruby Roo. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now you were telling me about that. should check if they put their stuff on like Bandcamp or something. Because Spotify sucks. Musicians barely get anything from it, but they use it pretty much for like exposure because everyone else uses it. It's like the only music service a lot of people even use, so they always demand for things to be on Spotify. Don't know how it is with like YouTube Music and stuff like that. Get that out of there. Damn it. Yeah, I would watch Santa Claus Goes to High School. Santa Claus needs to fix our terrible education systems so the kids are less depressed and prone to being on the naughty list because of depression. You could have a song called The Naughty List where it's kids explaining why they did stuff. So like young, what's a modern name? I don't freaking know. Brayden, you've been so disrespectful to your parents. Well, first of all, it's not Brayden, it's Brianna, and they won't accept me for who I really am. She sings a whole song verse about it. Or young so-and-so, why did you steal money from your grandma's purse? And it's like, well, I have a friend who's super broke, but my grandma won't help him because he's black or something. I don't know. Grandma's a stingy old bitch. Okay, thought I accidentally brushed the top of that, but it's fine. There'll be like old-fashioned reasons for being on the naughty list, but with they're actually not bad at all. They're all just doing their best and trying to help each other. Good luck. I'm trying to at least get the spider webs on this done tonight. I do have the skulls on the front of this to paint, so I might be able to at least like outline those. I have to paint the base of this flat black, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spider web sections. That'll be fine there. I accidentally bumped the other side, but I have to put like a shadow there, so it'll be fine. Oh yeah. Has to go through a live shooter drill and is like, what is happening with the kids these days? It could be like a huge commentary on like the modern schooling systems. And Santa needs to get in touch with the times and adapt and change. Yeah, I'd watch that. Makes them a lot more creepy how they use like baby talk. Don't you want to be palsy wowsies? It's like, oh, you fucking creeps. Almost got that. Just needs last little part here. Then I think I'll work on the bottom spider webs and the top ones. I think the black applied pretty well to the main parts of the little animal faces. Purple paint. I need to get the right shade of purple paint because I thought I had a pretty good shade, but it's like a little too on the pink spectrum for my taste. I wanted to be more of like a blue purple, like a medium purple. So I was gonna go get a bottle of purple because I could mix it, but I don't wanna. And I wanna have more purple to use for the future. Tickle me, Wiggly. Puja was made a boo-boo. Yeah. It's like, I guess it's supposed to be insulting because she's talking to you like you're children, toddlers. So it just kind of makes her sound dumb if someone's doing that. It's like, we get it, Helen. Spent too much time around your 3-year-old. How dare you potentially change the delivery date? It's a national holiday, bitch. Get over it. Frickin' don't order important things online unless you absolutely have to. Bit too soggy. Mix it in a bit more. Eesh. think the ability to order like anything online and have it shipped super fast, really cheap is like destroying people's brains. It's like real people have to like sort and process and deliver those packages. Like they don't just magically show up at your door. People have to drive trucks full of packages for various people, all waiting for them to get there on time. They're all underpaid and overworked usually. I don't know how well the post office pays, but it better be good. It better be okay. It better be livable. So maybe you'll got a fairly good union. Like other delivery drivers are the ones I was thinking about. I'll get excited and go into package waiting mode, just like anyone, but like you gotta appreciate that there's like people involved. Yeesh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That sucks. It's like, look, you may not agree that tomorrow's national holiday. Try taking that up with the United States government. Also, everyone who'd be super pissed if you try to make them work on Martin Luther King Day. Oh, yeah, I should be careful when going to the store tomorrow, because there's probably going to be people getting party stuff. So there's people wanting to have parties and stuff whenever they know that everyone is off of work at the same time, or at least a lot of people. I don't know how packed it'll be for the nearby grocery store. Not Terralista's new grocery store. Yeah. Also, I forgot to agree to that one message, but I do agree that the only thing that should like be priority is medical supply shipping. Because there's some people who have to order online. Online ordering's so good for so many things. And there's just like lazy entitled people who don't want to, they just don't want to go get it themselves. They'd rather sit around and have someone else bring it to them. And they get all pissy when they don't do it fast enough. Come on. It is very pretty. Contrast in a character design is always really fun. I forgot about lines on that one. Heck. Like. I mean, yeah. It's true and you should say it. Ow. That was pretty great. We don't give a shit about your phone. Is it in like perfect unison? Freaking effortless. I have to make this side sort of match this side, kind of. Symmetry of my old nemesis. Hydration and Snacko check. Hey, this is a ginger snips I spent a long time making the other day. This is my favorite cookie cutter. It's a knife. Yeah, nothing really else to say about it. Best cookie cutter. I would also really like to have a cookie cutter that's like a revolver, so I could have a gun and a knife. Hmm. I also did triangles using my candy corn shape cutter because I wanted to give some ginger snaps to the postal carriers because they got to do like extra work in this neighborhood because all of the mailboxes are like up by the houses, so they have to like walk up to everyone's doors. And I didn't know how they would interpret being given knife cookies. I didn't know if they would understand the humor because not everyone has my sense of humor. So triangles. I don't know the characters well enough to brainstorm, really. I guess it's like, because they're telling like a dramatized version of a fight, so it could be about something actually serious, or it could be about something really stupid. Like they were trying to order a pizza together, and one of them was like, "Oh, can we add pineapples?" And the other one was like, "Why do you like pineapples on pizza? That's disgusting. We should get anchovies instead." And the other one's like, "You're calling me disgusting when you like anchovies on pizza?" And then it just like escalates. Flip that on top soon. Dogs, that would be cute. Oh, yeah. Whatever works for you. Heyo. Yeah, do you need something? Oh, okay. No, it's... Ugh. Yeah, I want to leave out some more, because I don't know which mail carrier picked up the cookies, but there's like at least 3 different people who sort of rotate through this area, I think. It's been really cold out. Well, not like the last couple days, but it got real cold recently when we had a bunch of snow out of nowhere. Temperatures freaking plummeted. I've been handing out, you know those hand warmer packs? Like you open up the plastic package and then you shake the little packet around, and when it interacts with oxygen, there's a chemical reaction that makes it like heat up. I keep some of those in my car to give to hobos with like a few bucks if I have it. I wonder if I should leave some out for the... No, I'm sure the postal workers consider whatever they have to do for their route. And I have a bunch of cookies because this recipe for ginger snaps makes like a couple hundred cookies or something because they're really thin. So I was wanting to leave out some more. That one looks longer. Nice. Okay, it does need to be a little bit higher. Okay, it looks a bit smoother. So I'm gonna open these up after this song. I will set this to stop after current. Okay, cut those up. Time is it? Oh, it's only 11:40. Oh, frick, I forgot to plug my laptop in. Dang it. There were 3 different designs for Maggie. At the moment I can only remember like the Peanuts one, the really cool one that I want as a sticker, and I can't remember what the third one is. But I think my favorite one is the really cool one that I want as a sticker. That's my favorite. I just like that specific design, and I think it's really cute. I just plugged you in. Come on. This is plugged in, right? Yeah, that's plugged in there. Come on. Sometimes I have to like unplug and replug my adapter a few times to get it to start freaking charging. Oh, come on. There we go, it wasn't plugged in all the way. Thank you. I mean, I do have like sticker paper. So I guess like if it's okay with you, I could like print it out on sticker paper and just stick it to something I have. I would only print one because I'm absolutely not going to sell other people's stuff or anything or just give it away willy-nilly. Alright. So let me end it. Let me
Well, Webby is a stupid bitch.
the venom in that. Need mess with my stuff. Yeah. I feel like one of my internet pals from Twitch drew this cool design and I was like, hey, can I use it as a sticker? And he was like, yeah, cool. And I was like, yeah.
Do people, like, know Hatsune Miku's identity, or is it like a Marshmallow situation where nobody knows who she is? Sinclair, I hate to break this to
Do
you,
they
but
not know?
Hatsune
Oh,
Miku
yeah.
is a computer program. What do you mean? It's a person singing. Hatsune Miku isn't real? If I were a drink, I'd be cherry vanilla Coke. If you were a drink, what would you be? Everyone's like bleach or sewage. Please calm down, edgelords. Don't you just love how mental disorders are basically buy one, get 7 free? I didn't even really want the first one. My mom made me buy it. Mine's a family heirloom passed down through generations. I read that capsaicin makes your mouth feel like it's burning because it increases your nerve sensitivity to heat. And methanol works by doing the same thing to
No,
cold.
I
So if I
remember
eat a
this
habanero
post.
pepper and then chew a bunch of breath mints, they'll cancel each other out and I'll be fine. Hey, guess what hellfire tastes like? Fun fact, the nerve endings for ouch too hot and ouch too cold are different, which means that they can both be activated at once without canceling out. Rip Dante.
Rip
Do people,
OP.
like, know Hatsune Miku's identity?
Honey, there's a little guy in our bathroom.
Oh, he's the new air freshener. Carol down the street has one just like him.
How you doing? Name's Ryan.
Hi.
You know, Carol's guy is French. We call him French Vanilla. It's a little joke we have. Ooh, you got a Sears catalog, huh? You know, the wife and I, well, before she took the house, used to collect those in Sky Mall. We take them from flights. You're really not supposed to do that, but we like the thrill.
You think you could... It's kind of hard to get.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Pretend I am not here. I'm not here. It's just, look, it's one thing to take the house, but she gets to keep both the Sears and the Sky Mall catalog. But she got the better lawyer, so...
Are you supposed to do something?
Oh, yeah, let me get that for you. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's how she got the kids.
Hope it's full custody.
Wow, well, we should pay some guy to fart in my bathroom! Why, is that a Sharper image catalog? Don't mind if I do.
Honey?
Fascinating. Vanilla scented? That's so weird. Thanks Natural Habitat Shorts and also Mame Shiba for teaching me really weird animal facts. Oh my god, right. Yeah, sometimes when you are stuck with something, you just gotta, like, take a break, work on other stuff. Vanilla spreads. What do you mean Hatsune Miku's so real? Right. You have Ogazity. Sounds meta, I like it. Sealant on this, and we're gonna go outside, so we're gonna do that when it's still warm out in the sun. I don't remember to do that. I think if I just follow this, will match up pretty well. Too much of a weird angle for my left hand, I think. Chili. Get you some chili. Actually made the other side a bit higher. Okay, I swooped down a bit more from that angle. Make sure it'll smudge that. Just tiny amount. Yeah, okay. Posture check. I'm having more like joint and muscle issues than usual today. I need to like take a nice hot bath or something. Cook all my muscles down until they stop being like that. Get some Epsom salts going. Maybe I'll be able to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to go to a store. Have a nice bath. Ew. Work on painting this piece of furniture. These can be little animal heads. I'm just only have the black parts down. I got some spider webs on the bottom, which I'm going to repeat on the top. And this section up here is going to have 3 skulls. One facing forward, 2 on the sides, with a snake like going through their mouths and eye sockets and stuff. Just trying to get these spider webs done because they're in the corners and that makes them harder to paint. I'm just putting shadows in the corners because while I was sanding this, like I don't have a detail sander. This had like several layers of paint on it. It really got the landlord special. I wasn't able to get into the corners because I didn't have a detail sander, so there are these sections where I couldn't get to it with my round sander. I didn't want to completely take the furniture apart. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna cover it in black paint and it'll look all shadowy and cool and I will make it work. Posture check. I'm hoping to at least finish the spider webs tonight. Preferably I'd also like to get the black on the skulls done. Tomorrow I need to pick up some purple because I don't want to mix a purple that I might have to remix later. It's going to be black, silver, and purple mainly. Well, not mainly. I'm just going to do black, silver, and purple for all these little accents I'm painting over the stained wood. Primarily black with details of silver and purple. That's what I meant to say. section down here I might have thinned the paint too much. I still don't have the control on my left hand to trust it with painting detailed things. Especially in freaking corners. Why am I like this? Inside. Oh, dang. Is there like a joke where kids call her like Hannah Banana Foster or something? Because like Bananas Foster, it's like a food, like that's gotta be like a thing, right? Freaking trying to angle my hand so I don't completely cover what I'm doing so I can see it in the light. Okay. Art is hard. It's hard and no one understands. Yeah, kid's actually teen-aged. Good, she did good. I'm a little careful how I put my arm in here because I don't want to smudge the paint. Is there a siren playing in this song, or is that outside? I can't tell. my skulls for a little bit, just because I don't want to keep working on the spider webs right now. At least on the bottom, they're not as hard to get to. I did these ones first because it was like, those are going to be the most annoying to paint. But I want them there. Messed up the shape of the eye. Try to even that out. Posture check. Chilly. Band-aids. Like those Band-Aid chocolate candies. You know, like the Choco Band-Aids or gummy Band-Aids, where it's like chocolate or gummy shaped like Band-Aids. I really liked those when I was a kid. I tried some recently because I actually found some at a place that has some like more vintage style, I guess, candy. Some of the old school ones. I was like, not as good as I remember. I still love the gimmick though. I love anything shaped like a Band-Aid. That reminds me of like a stupid inside joke I had with I miss the characters. I want to like draw another comic with them. But it was mine and a friend's Skyrim characters. The ways we played them and sort of figured out the personalities in the game were very different, and so we come up with a bunch of scenarios about how they would react to different things. And my character would pretty much eat anything and was also constantly experimenting with alchemy. So I was always just messing with stuff, and I noticed that in Skyrim's potion making system, you can make a healing potion that has like meat and cheese in it, meat, cheese, and bread. So I was like, is this just a freaking like sandwich? Is this like a ham and cheese sandwich going on over here? Can you just like stuff a ham and cheese sandwich into a bottle? Or just like pull it out and be like, hold on, let me get my healing potion. You just unpack a sandwich from like a little brown paper lunch bag. That's my potent healing potion. Oh yeah. If you get a honey cappuccino or something like that with like a shot of espresso in it, absolutely off the walls with magic power. Or like one of the comics I did, it's one of my favorite ones, is they're both really tired because they've been trekking through the cold hard mountains of Skyrim and dungeons and whatnot. And so they're sitting down like, my feet are killing me, and Iltan, that's my character, pulls out a bottle of healing potion and like a bucket and takes off his boots and puts his feet in the bucket and just pours the healing potion over his feet, just soaking his feet in healing potion. And Bardock, my friend's character, is like, does that really work? And so in the next panel, they're just both sitting with their feet in buckets of potion going, oh. You know, the sounds you make when your feet really hurt, but then you like take your boots off and soak them in some hot water and it feels really good. You go, Yeah, they definitely went off with the voices on those characters. I like them a lot. They're very cartoony. I just realized I should probably close my door so I don't have my light going into the hallway. I don't think my housemates really care, but... if I remember to do that in a little bit, I'll get up and turn the light off. Heck, I forgot to plan out the individual teeth. Yeah, exactly, just like, it's like, not as much as frogs, but like, generally, humans can absorb various things through the skin. So why not absorb healing powers through your skin as well? Just put your feet in a bucket of healing potion. Freaking Oregonian getting into just pouring himself a bath of healing potion, swimming around in it. Sound was also in the song, right? I think. I'm sitting in a really bad position right now. Ow, ow. Oh, wait. Scoot. Oh, yeah. I will heal myself with tea. Ow. Apparently I was sitting on my foot kind of weird before. Ow. Why is symmetry the hardest thing? start opening the teeth here. Not trying to make it super realistic. Go, I think looks be enough.
You ever get any time off?
Yeah, about 2 weeks a year.
Heck, made the job a bit too long enough. Ah, well. Hmm. Heck. I wonder if in the recording, the cast recording, the microphone was just like slightly too far away from that actor. Unless cast recording means like they would. Wait, that means like where they're on stage, right? Or wait, you said live performances, like not when they're on stage? Dang it. Okay. That wasn't too bad because it was part of it. Keep this paint going. Right to the lower jaw, the teeth on the lower jaw. Try to use up some of this paint, getting the shapes of the other heads down. And the craniums. Ha. Yeah, you're going through a bunch of style changes there. But that's fun because it like makes you examine the styles you like and your own style and how you draw things. Though the downside is that if you're trying to keep something consistent, then maybe just changed how you draw things. the snake in like silver or something so that I don't have to worry about leaving spaces for it. Oh, okay. If cast recordings in a booth, and I wonder, like, if were they all together? Or is it, like, separate? Because if it was separate stuff, then it would be an issue with the sound mixing, but if it was all together, then Pokey would also have just been too far away from the microphone, I guess. Hmm. Made that a bit too close to the top there. Yeah, I used a stencil that I made for these. Apparently I tilted this one in the wrong direction, so I gotta try to compensate for it. I thought I got them nice and straight on. So maybe this one go a bit over. I'll have to change the whole thing. That would be too hard, not wanna. My back. I think I know what you mean by phrase templates. This. gonna give the teeth like fangs. I should really using a thinner brush for this. Oh, that's pretty cool. And if I actually smoked, I would probably have a pipe. They need to make like a portable hookah or something, or like a vape with no, you get it cartridges or whatever. I don't know what you put in vapes with no nicotine that looks like an old-fashioned pipe. All over that. They're not very good fangs. Oh well. Oh, what better orange eyes? Sit up for a minute. Put a little bit of water under my paint so it's completely dry out. Some snack burgers. Could make that look a bit better if it's like. There we go. Come on. Really? Yeah, I'm probably gonna check out that series of musicals at some point because it sounds freaking weird. I'm a big fan of weird. Also, I like a dark humor. scrolling back up. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Moors was pretty much if someone who was from like Africa or the Middle East, I think. They were called Moors or Moorish. You'd also see, yeah, now some old stuff I've seen, Moor was pretty much used for like anyone who was black. Or dark skinned even. So like, yeah, Middle East and Africa, I think. Interesting. What the hell is happening in Don Quixote? Quixote. Maybe the actor was just like way too tired that day. He was like, look, I used up all my acting on stage. Or I don't know what happened before what, I don't know. Yeah. Man, there's this really cool bard who comes to I need this one again. Who comes to the Santa Fe Run Fair every year. And she calls herself the Moor of Dundee. And she sings a mix of pistachio. Dang it, cat. I didn't even know you were up there. Can you jump down there, baby? And she does a mix of like old folk songs and a lot of sea shanties and stuff. One time me and some like I did with like teenagers or something, were asking her if she knew Wellerman. So we taught her Wellerman. He messed up the fangs on the first one. Hologram. Oh yeah, that's what they call them, blackamoors. You're kind on the tapestry. Wiggly is like the main guy, right? I really like the voice for that guy. It's so cartoonishly villainous.
Baby, you just want what you can't have. Never once tried playing this for your keeps. No, 'cause baby, you just want what you can't have. And no, you can't have me. Yeah,
like a whole bunch of people traveled all over the place through all of history. But there probably would be some people for whom it was like kind of novel to see someone who looked so different. It reminds me of a freaking wild story my mom told me that her mom told her. So like my grandma Carol was raised in New York and somehow didn't know that black people existed until she was like going to elementary school, I think it was. By that time, they were doing like integrated schools and stuff like that, although I'm sure by that time there were still people opposing it. But like, little kid Grandma Carol had never seen a black person before in her life, and she didn't know they existed. So the only thing her little child mind could figure out was this person has some sort of serious skin condition. And so when she saw this other kid, she screamed and ran away. And later she was pretty embarrassed about it because she was taught that some people just like look like that. It's one of those wild little things I think about, like that was just my grandma. It wasn't that long ago. Also, it's pretty funny, but... Yeah. Oh, dang. Huh. The singular voice. Yeah, she was just a little kid. So it's kind of on her parents. Because... like, I don't know, I guess she was sheltered or something. It's like... or maybe they just never thought to be like, hey, there's all sorts of different people all over the world. But like, even then it's like, how... I'm sure even children's books of the era had to have something like, oh, there's all sorts of people from all over the world with, you know, like... they look different or whatever, and like... don't know. Ah, heck. Don't just drop that. Frick. No. No. Where'd it go? I don't use my tiniest brush. Ow, 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 ow. Ah. That wasn't the one that fell on the floor, was it? God damn it. Okay, I have another tiny brush. It's too fuzzed out. If I use this one lightly enough. Close enough for feast. Beasts in the Dark. I like the creepy titles. I got too much paint out. I just need to do these spider webs. There's a technique I need to learn for like pinstripers. Not people who do like hand-painted pinstriping on cars and stuff. They do a very specific technique where they like gently spin the brush while they're turning it, which helps it keep its point. This one isn't pointed though, it's like flat. I have tried to do that before with round brushes and it did help the point stay, but it's kind of hard to learn how to master that. Or not even master it, but just like be okay at it. Because you have to consciously turn the brush very slowly. That's for little flat brushes like this, you kind of have to maintain consistent pressure, which is hard. Looks like it did do sort of a faded effect on these, so I should do that for the outside too. Oh geez, y'all are typing a bunch of stuff. Okay, well, let me get the straight lines for this last one, then I gotta give my wrist a break and scroll back up. A bit of water on that, keep it going. Hmm. I like that they can somewhat be reasoned with. Yeah, that makes sense, because, like, because I know a lot of Christian families, it's like, they kind of don't tell you that anything else exists, right? Because I know there are some people who will make sure their families are like, stay away from the bad people who don't have our same beliefs because they're evil. And there are probably some people who just only just don't see any reason not to tell people. Don't see any reason to tell their kids about anything that like isn't in their Christian value stuff. So they wouldn't necessarily tell people that there's anyone outside that belief system. I think I'm gonna put another spider web on the top part here to copy this one. Being able to influence what people see is definitely power for a very manipulative character. Well, they all seem somewhat manipulative because, you know, they're fuckers, but... side ones. Let's see if I can do that faded detail up here. Just a little bit. Yeesh. It seems like there's a lot of weird pressure in some modern Christian groups. Huh. Huh. I guess the singular voice isn't just a title, but a goal. Oh geez. None of them should be allowed to fly. That's too much. It's not gonna be like the same style of fade as the other ones, but whatever. Didn't mean to spend so long on this. Spankovsky. Wow, Tinky really is a bastard. It's an appropriate title. Okay, I got the skulls. I got the little animal faces. Although I think I might do like an outline. Might do an outline. Yeah, I think for like the raccoon in particular, I'm gonna have to do an outline there. And then Snows and ears will be blue. I mean, not blue, purple. And then the skunk's nose and stripe will be purple. The horns, the goat's horns will be purple. And all their eyes are going to be silver. Oh yeah, I have to put a little extra coat on the knobs that go on the bottom. And then the snake going through the skulls is going to be silver, I think. Although I'm kind of tempted to like put the purple down first and then give it like silver scales. But I think that might make it too detailed compared to the other things on this. It would be kind of unbalanced. Okay. Set that aside to finish drawing. Alright. Trying to use up this huge bottle of black I have, but I can't completely remove the lid, which is why I have to put it on a little palette. So for these little ones, I'm just gonna. Yeah, Tinky's kind of OP. Tinky's kind of broken. Why does he get to do so much? Illegal. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Some sort of little. I'm gonna use it as like a key rack and mail holder. I need to cut little pieces that will go in the top container, and two little pieces that will create 3 compartments. My knee hurts because it was like holding it at a weird angle, so I did shift positions. Okay. And there'll be one for each person who lives here. I'm gonna have to like properly clean these later. Black paint is really satisfying to paint with because usually it's extremely pigmented, especially if you have like a good acrylic black paint. But also, it is highly pigmented and will go really, like, it'll go a long way, which is fantastic. But also, it can stain the hell out of some things. And if you mess up with it, it can be harder to remove or cover because it's so powerful. Like Mars Black is one of my favorites. This one isn't Mars Black, it's called Pure Black, but something about the color Mars Black is like, that's the good stuff. I still have my Mars Black, I just can't find it in my little paint container. This little second coat on that. Very carefully. Heck. There we go. There we go. I was able to clip that up without touching the paint. black and white like the realm they live in? Never saw Glee, although I know a lot of it was filmed at one of the high schools in my city. Is it Sandia? I think it might have been Sandia. I don't know, I never got into it. It was pretty popular back when I was even in high school, I think. But I'm super picky about musical stuff. I'm pretty sure that was somewhat a musical. There we go. Got those all hooked up to try. Did everything I wanted to get done with the thing. Yay! Well, that sucks. The one thing I do like about Glee is that it supported my city through freaking cinema projects, which is like film industry is freaking huge here. It was that money, maybe possibly somehow distributed to the community. Yeah, despite all the movies and stuff that get made here, it is one of the poorest states in the nation. That one photo set where it's I can't freaking remember his name. Those two guys, and it's like, hey, look at me, bitch. Except it's yeah, it's those two, Wiggly and Bogey. It's like, hey, look at me, bitch. ears. Someone can wear his earmuffs. Ugh. Okay, it's 1 now. On for 2 hours and 30 minutes according to the thing. Pocoso. Oh, Pocoso. Look at me. Bitch! Except the bitch is in like Zalgo text. Snacko check. Okay. That's all I can do for tonight. I gotta... I'd rather not have to wait till tomorrow to clean these up, but also everyone else is sleeping, so then maybe... I could probably sneak into the kitchen or something that's farther away and very quietly clean these. Ooh, good job. Nice. For once during an art stream, I was able to finish what I set out to finish, and also a little bit more, so that's good. I've got all the black painted onto that, and then I just need to work on the silver and the purple. Tomorrow I'm gonna go run some errands, so might as well pick up some purple. Nice. Yeah, you've been talking about the trolls for a while, and they have really weird designs, so that'll be fun. I like the ones that are feet. They're like toes or something. I think you showed me ones with like toes. That's pretty crazy. Okay, I gotta sign off for now. We did a game. We did a boys. Oh no! Alright, for once I actually sort of finished. I mean, it's a step in the way to finishing something else. However, a goal was achieved. Yeah, one last posture, stretch, hydration, sacred progress, take your meds, pat a cat, etc, 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 etc. Good night for now, y'all.